Okay, well, do stay with us, Imran, because I also want to ask you about a story to do with a row between Pakistan and India. Now, the family of an Indian man killed by inmates while on death row are calling for his body to be returned. Sarabjit Singh was attacked by fellow prisoners in a Lahore jail just last week. He'd been sentenced to death 16 years ago for spying and involvement in bomb attacks in Punjab.
We're making efforts so his body is handed over to us as soon as possible. Our foreign ministry is holding talks with the Pakistan government. And once the body comes, a funeral will be conducted as per the wishes of his family.
So, Imran, India clearly wants the body back. What's all this about?
Well, Sarabjit Singh was arrested and put into jail for allegedly being an Indian spy. Now, a few days ago, he was attacked in prison. He was put into a hospital with severe head injuries. He then succumbed to those head injuries. Now, this could turn into a massive diplomatic spat between India and Pakistan. Both sides are now looking to put pressure on each other to get this body back and to get justice. The Indian Prime Minister has already said that they want justice. Now, the Pakistanis, to their credit, have already arrested the people that they say were responsible for the death, but the body hasn't been handed over. Also, Sarabjit Singh's family were allowed visas to come into Pakistan and to be with him in his final days. So both sides are trying to make as much effort as they can to deal with this as diplomatically as possible, but it's a very sensitive issue. Whenever anything like this comes through, whether it's Pakistani prisoners in Indian jails or vice versa, there's a lot of diplomatic movement. It's simply used as a toy between the two sides to bounce back at each other. However, this time, it's a little bit more unusual because both sides seem to have been working very quickly. The Pakistanis have made these arrests. They are likely to send the body back to India for a funeral. However, they will need to make their investigations, and that's where the real delay could come. If Pakistan hasn't investigated the case properly, they'll need to hang on to the body. Now, the other issue that's going to confound all of this is Pakistan has a caretaker government at the moment. It doesn't have a real government. It won't have until the elections are over, until May the 11th. So there's a natural period where this government really cannot speak on behalf of the Pakistani people, and it cannot make the kinds of diplomatic moves that India will expect from it. So let's see what happens in the next 24 to 48 hours. Pakistan needs to react, and India needs to understand that Pakistan's in a difficult position with this caretaker government.
Imran Khan in Karachi, thanks so much for explaining all that to us.